It Takes a Village is probably the program that is closest to me and to my reason for becoming involved with Wonderfeet in the first place. So before I worked for Wonderfeet, I was a mom who brought my kids to Wonderfeet. And we spent a lot of time here. And the reason for that was I had severe, and for a long time, undiagnosed postpartum depression. And that is really challenging to navigate parenthood through because everything feels like an uphill battle. And when we would come to Wonderfeet, not only were we embraced and welcomed by the staff, but the way the museum is set up, where it already gives you the platform to engage with your children. When I was feeling overwhelmed and feeling like I didn't know how to be a good parent, we could come here and I instantly felt like, okay, I'm doing a good job. I did the thing I needed to do. And I was surrounded by other adults who understood what I was going through. Whether they voiced that specifically or not, when I was sitting at the diner and playing with my kids and there was another parent next to me, I could sense that that was someone who understood what I was going through because we were just in the same stage of life. So when I became the executive director, one of the very first things I did was reach out to Rutland Regional, reach out to Rutland Mental Health and say, hey, I have this idea for a postpartum support group and play group. I really think we can be doing some great work as far as prevention and connection to resources goes. What do you guys think? And again, it was an experience where I put it out into the universe and the community said, here you go, we're gonna do everything we can to make it happen. So we started that program in January of 2020, which was fortuitous timing because we got a few months into the program and all of a sudden the pandemic happened. So we worked really hard to put some protocols in place to be able to get back to doing that program as soon as possible. And what we found is, yeah, we're providing that support for parents where they're meeting their friends. They are meeting that peer network that is gonna lift them up and is going to support them and is gonna help them get through everything they need. And I work with Jess Clark-Keeler from the hospital, who's a social worker in the women's health department, and she helps with referrals and if they need specific supports. But we've seen so many amazing friendships come out of that. We've seen so many families who came in distress because of the experiences they were missing during the pandemic in particular. And just that network of people who they saw week after week in just a casual and informal setting, it really helped their kids blossom. It helped the parents feel like they knew what they were doing. They felt more confident. They felt more secure. And like I said, they were building their own peer connections. And in many cases, that's that insulation that helps parents be able to weather a lot more struggles when you have a community of people who know you and love you and who are checking in on you every week.